Hey my nerdians, this is Decan. As always, this is Nerdum. Well, you know that we all have that one thing that we do to relieve our stress or just getting immersed in. Some people it's video games, some people it's sports. To a lot of people that watch this, a lot of nerdians that watch this, it's comic books. Comic books inspire greatness, and it's something that we can never be, but we always want to be. We all have something to strive for. And this time we're going to be talking about the man that is a human without anything that supports him. Hawkeye. Let's jump in.
Fun fact number 1.
Clint Barton was created by the legendary Stan Lee and Don Heck. He made his first appearance as Hawkeye in Tales of Suspense number 57 and all the way back in September 1964.
Fun fact number 2.
Clint and Barney Barton were the sons of Edith and Harold Barton. They lived with their dad being in the butcher business, actually living in a butcher shop. Later, Harold and Edith passed away tragically in a car wreck, and Harold and Edith passing made Clint and Barney go join the circus, where they, in the non-Ultimate universe, hone their skills in swordsmanship and archery, making them who they are with all their trick-shotting awesomeness.
Fun fact number 3.
Clint Barton has Barney Barton as a brother, also known as Trickshot, and later on, after being out of the circus with his brother, he became a bad guy, and actually became one of the Trickshots / Hawkeyes of the Norman Osborn's Dark Avengers. And that's a whole nother story. There's more than one. It's very confusing. Check it out.
Fun fact number 4.
In Tales of Suspense, where Hawkeye debuted, he was actually a bad guy. It actually took him a long 9 months of real-time character development for him to sort out who was the good guys and the bad guys and where he wanted to be. Eventually, and thankfully, being rostered as one of the big ones, one of the Avengers, and Avengers #1.
Fun fact number 5.
Just in comic books, there's a bunch of humans that do inhuman acts, and Hawkeye is no different. He actually has a 250-pound draw weight on his bow, which says something because the strongest man on the planet has a draw weight of 75 pounds. So not only does he more than double it, he triples it, and it just shows that just because you're human in comic books doesn't mean you can't do inhuman feats. And let's not try that. Let's not have anybody rip off their arm.
Fun fact number 6.
Just because you're a superhero like Clint Barton, also known as Hawkeye, doesn't mean you're good with women or bad with them. But he is the Taylor Swift of comic book characters. He has been in so many relationships, and also repeatedly messing up one major one with Spider-Woman, and it also is implied that Black Widow likes him in the comic books multiple times. And that's just scraping the bottom of the barrel. There's dozens of women.
Fun fact number 7.
It took nearly 50 years, actually a little bit more, for Clint Barton to get all his ducks in a row and everything together and stop being such a big mess. But eventually he did, through the Young Avengers storyline, get a sidekick. And she took up the mantle, and her name was Kate. And it's a really cool storyline. Go check out the Young Avengers. It's a good one.
Fun fact number 8.
When you're fighting along superheroes and you don't have any powers, guess what happens? You die way too much! And that didn't change with Hawkeye Clint Barton. In fact, one of the ways he actually died was he got removed from existence by Scarlet Witch's semi-real child, which, by the way, go check out our Scarlet Witch episode, you understand there. And eventually, when she realized that the, spoilers, kids weren't real, She removed them, actually bringing back Hawkeye into existence, and it's so confusing. Read House of M. It happens afterwards. Wow.
Fun fact number 9.
Clint Barton, also Hawkeye, has been so many different characters. His identity has changed so many times, including being Goliath and the solitary Ronin, which is really well known. But also, for a single mission, he was actually Captain America. It took him that one mission to realize, bad call. And he meant that really towards Tony Stark, where he told him to go tug his own boat. Because Tony Stark tried to talk him into it after Civil War, where sadly Captain America Steve Rogers passed away, and it just left a bad taste in his mouth and the reader's mouth.
Fun fact number 10.
With Clint Barton having his parents pass away at such a young age, he is more like any of us. By him literally leaving, running to the circus and joining it, he has been more of a civilian than any other Avenger, really. Not all of them, but about 99% of them. He is more of a civilian citizen more than anything because he didn't have a job. He went through all the hardships that we went through until he eventually became the Hawkeye we all know and love. And you have to respect him. Even as a comic book character, he is the epitome of you started at the bottom and you built yourself up. Well, my nerdians, this is DK, and those are my fun facts about the man himself, Hawkeye. You have to respect the man that has no superpowers and still prevails in the face of evil. This is DK. This is Nerddom, your, well, weekly nerd news. And we have a podcast coming out again every Wednesday. I hope you guys jump into that. Leave a comment for what you want us to talk about as our listener question. We really look forward to those. And I hope you guys enjoy this series. Again, you're always welcome in the kingdom of Nerddom. Salutations.